This Weathersmith update is sponsored by our friends at Alliance Maintenance.
All right, let's get into this. Let's do the weather. All right, let's switch over to currents. We'll switch over and do this real quick. Current conditions, temperatures. Let's bring it out just a little bit more there. There we go. So 80s down south, 60s up north. So we've got a pretty decent variety. Mainly where you see the 60s is where the clouds has been switching over here to the visible satellite. We've had a lot of cloud cover up north all day today, and it's just kept those temperatures from really going anywhere. Feels like temperatures much warmer on the south side. Look at that, Fort Smith 93, Oklahoma City 85. So definitely much warmer as you work your way south. Switching over to the forecast here, tonight's temperatures hanging out in the 60s. Everybody across the area. We will have some light winds across the region, up to 10 miles per hour, so not a big deal at all. Pop chances, those are over today. I don't know why I clicked on that. Sorry, guys. As we work into tomorrow, high temperatures return into the 80s across the region. Notice Wichita, 76 out there. That means storms are coming. Okay? That means cloud cover. All right, low temperatures for tomorrow. Look at that, 50s in southwest Missouri, and then the rest of us are in the 60s. Probability of precip tomorrow. Not the best chances, especially during the daytime. Things are going to change during the evening, though. All right, let's switch over and look at SPC here. So tomorrow's Storm Prediction Center outlook has everybody in the marginal risk, and then we've got this right up against my coverage area going west is where the slight risk will take place. This will change tomorrow. Looking at the model data, this will definitely change tomorrow. I think the slight risk is going to move a little further to the east, probably like along 65 or 69 highway. So Veneta area, Pryor area, and then west, I think is probably where we'll see that slight risk end up tomorrow. Excessive rainfall outlook. We're all in the slight risk once again for flooding tomorrow, like we all need it. And then if we move into Wednesday, the excessive rainfall continues across the entire area. So it's just boom, boom, boom. We've got a lot of rain coming our way on top of the rain that we've already had. All right, switching over to level 2 here. Nothing is going on. All the rain is out of here. Nothing to worry about for tonight. We do have some chances for overnight, and we'll look at those now. All right, so the chances for overnight are very slim. We probably have a 10-15% chance of seeing a storm pop up. Better chances northeastern Oklahoma, but I still think that is way too low. I'm more focused on tomorrow evening. This is 3 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll play it through here. So 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, and midnight. So let's backtrack some. So we'll start seeing storms start impacting southeastern Kansas between 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock time frame. This looks like a lot of wind with it, so definitely some wind and hail concerns. Moving on here, this is 7 p.m. We're starting to see basically straight line winds set up with this. We do have some blowing features, but that's west of us. Not quite worried about that. 8 p.m. Scattered storms east, and I think I call it a choke, but I think this is going to be just heavy thunderstorms and rain, where Tulsa and west is where we're seeing the more elevated thunderstorms with wind, damaging hail, stuff like that. Moving on here, 9 p.m. Still Tulsa and south is where we're seeing this basically wind-driven event taking place, and then going east of Tulsa, just heavy thunderstorms. 10 p.m., 11, midnight. So let's look at total rainfall for this event. So it kind of definitely tapers off as you go from Tulsa up towards the Joplin area, and really Eureka, Coffeyville, Grove and Point Southwest is probably your best chances for accumulating rain across the area. Zooming down here, some of these cells do have some very high potential, up to 6 inches of rain, um, and that's just based off training. So we've got to watch this pretty close, see how these are going to set up tomorrow. We'll start getting a really good idea 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon once these things really start progressing and developing up north by Wichita, and then we can really get an idea of what type of training events we're looking at, and then of course what type of severe weather we're looking at. All right, that is all I wanted to go over. I don't have anything else queued up. Um, I'm really curious tomorrow on the slight risk. I really think we need to move it a little further to the east. Like I said, from basically Parsons down to Veneta and points west is kind of where I envision tomorrow morning's update. All right, that is it for tonight. Have a fantastic evening. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there.